A 38-year-old in Denver earns $87,000 a year. Sunday morning, he opens his bank app and starts scrolling. Not the big purchases, the small recurring ones, streaming services, a meditation app from 2021 he hasn't opened since. Cloud storage he forgot he upgraded. 2 gym memberships, one from a gym he quit in March. He counts 27 recurring charges totaling $683 per month. He tries naming all 27 from memory. Gets to 14. 13 charges, $271 a month leave his account for services he can't even identify. That's $3,252 a year on things he doesn't remember choosing. He hasn't canceled one. Not because he's lazy, because until this morning he didn't know they existed. And the data says he's average. C+R research found the average American spends $219 per month on subscriptions, but estimates they spend only $86. They underestimate by 2.5 times. West Monroe Partners reports 84% of Americans underestimate their monthly recurring charges. Bankrate's 2024 survey found 46% carry at least one subscription they've completely forgotten about. Read that number again. Americans collectively spend over $200 billion a year on subscriptions. More than half that spending is underestimated, forgotten, or both. The money leaves. No one notices. The companies counting on that silence are worth billions. There's a name for what's happening inside your bank account right now. It's called the monthly bleed, the slow, silent drain of wealth through recurring charges that individually feel harmless, $9.99 here, $14.99 there, but collectively redirect thousands a year away from saving and investing. You never made a spending decision. AutoPay made it for you. Schwab's 2024 Modern Wealth Survey found high net worth individuals review recurring charges quarterly. Most Americans have never reviewed them, not once. The attention gap is a wealth gap. It starts with why your brain lets it happen. MIT researchers Prelec and Symester found people spend up to 100% more with cashless payments. Cash creates a neurological friction called the pain of paying a hesitation before spending. AutoPay removes it permanently. You sign up for streaming at $9.99. Month 1, you notice. Month 6, you don't. Month 18, the price has climbed to $15.49 and you never registered the change. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. Your brain stops noticing stimuli that repeat without variation. A $12.99 charge on every statement becomes invisible. This isn't carelessness, it's wiring, and the prices don't hold still. Antenna data shows subscriptions have increased $3 to $5 per service recently. If 5 of your charges have crept up that much, you're paying $25 more monthly, $300 a year in increases you never approved. 2 people, same income. Person A keeps 24 charges on autopilot, never audits, pays $683 monthly. For 20 years, $163,920 in total spending. Person B audits quarterly, cancels $237 in waste, redirects it into an index fund at 8% for 20 years, $139,500 in wealth. Same subscriptions. One looked, one didn't. But your brain isn't the only thing working against you. The companies charging you are doing it on purpose. A 2023 FTC report found major companies use dark patterns deliberately confusing cancellation processes to keep you subscribed. Signing up takes 30 seconds. Canceling requires 4 to 6 screens, a phone call, or a chat with a retention agent trained to stall. A woman in Austin signs up for a free fitness app trial. She enters her credit card to verify, forgets to cancel before the 7-day window closes. She's charged $29.99 a month. 14 months later, she's paid $419.86 for an app she opened twice. The company calls this strong post-trial retention. Canceling feels petty when it's $12.99. That feeling is understandable, but it's exactly what these companies count on. They don't need your engagement. They need your apathy. Ramsey Solutions found the average household carries 3 to 4 unused subscriptions totaling $75 monthly. Over 10 years, that's $9,000 for services never consumed. Self-made millionaires in the same study averaged 2 subscriptions and reviewed them every 90 days. The person at your office earning exactly what you earn could retire with $400,000 more than you, not because they're smarter, but because they never stopped paying attention. Once you see what this leaked money compounds into, $12.99 stops feeling small. The S&P 500 has returned roughly 10% annually since 1957, according to NYU stern. Adjusted for inflation, about 8%. A 30-year-old earning $78,000 discovers $237 a month in recurring charges she's forgotten, stopped using, or could replace with free alternatives. She doesn't earn more, she doesn't get promoted, she cancels what she's not using and redirects $237 into a target date index fund. At 8% average return after 10 years, $43,600. After 20 years, $139,500. After 30 years, $353,000. From money that was leaving her account for apps she forgot she had and a gym whose front door she couldn't find. Your brain can't process exponential growth. You think linearly. That's why the first decade feels pointless and years 20 through 30 feel like cheating. That's not a flaw in your math. That's human perception. Two paths, same salary. Path A, keep $237 bleeding out for 30 years. $85,320 in cash paid for services barely used, plus $267,680 in forfeited growth. Total lifetime cost, $353,000. Path B, cancel, redirect $237 monthly into an index fund. $353,000 in retirement wealth. Same money. One path funds other people's companies. The other funds your freedom. So what does this actually look like in practice? This week, pull up your last 3 bank statements. Highlight every recurring charge. List them in one column with the monthly amount next to each. Total it. Don't judge, just see the number. That's your monthly bleed baseline. This month, sort your list into 3 columns. Use weekly, use occasionally, forgot I had this. Cancel the 3rd column immediately. For the second, ask one question: would I sign up for this today at this price? If not, cancel it. Target. Cut $100 a month. This quarter, open a brokerage account at Fidelity, Schwab, or Vanguard. Set up an automatic monthly transfer for the exact amount you canceled. Same deduction from your checking account, different destination. This year, set a 90-day calendar reminder labeled Monthly Bleed Audit. 20 minutes reviewing new charges. Subscriptions creep back. The audit stops them. Use your bank's recurring charge filter or a free tool like Rocket Money to flag new ones automatically. Systems beat willpower. Every month you delay this, roughly $237 leaves and never returns. That's $2,844 a year plus decades of forfeited compound growth. The audit takes 20 minutes. The cost of skipping it is measured in decades. But this was never about subscriptions. The monthly bleed isn't a spending problem. It's an attention problem. Thousands of dollars leave your account every year, not because you chose to spend them, but because you forgot to choose at all. The most dangerous financial habit isn't overspending. It's auto-spending. Money that moves without a decision builds someone else's wealth instead of yours. You have 2 paths. Path A, keep every subscription running. Never look at your bank statement. Let recurring charges compound against you for decades. Arrive at 60 wondering where the money went. The answer will be scattered across $9.99 and $14.99, charges you stopped seeing years ago. Path B, spend one Sunday with your bank statement. Cancel what you don't use, redirect what you save, set a 90-day audit. Let the money that was bleeding out start compounding for you. Arrive at 60 with $353,000 that was always in your paycheck. It just needed your attention. This isn't about being cheap. This isn't about deprivation. It's about becoming the person who decides where every dollar goes instead of the person whose dollars leave without asking. The person who treats a bank statement like a blueprint, not a receipt. The person who understood that real wealth isn't just what you earn. It's what you notice. The person who looks successful has subscriptions to everything. The person who is successful only pays for what they chose today. You don't have an income problem. You have an attention problem. Fix the attention. The money was always there.